Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshakarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Mundadvise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinavalo Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vacharam Mangam Mangalte Girim Yatpatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Deenadarinam Shri Chaitanya Vishwaram Paramanandamaadavam Hare Krishna. Very happy to be with all of you for today morning's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta class. What did we discuss last time? Last time, we had specially discussed this particular section of how Krishna is called as Rasika Shekhar, or he is an enjoyer whose enjoyment is never stunted. In this world, the Jiva is the imitating enjoyer. Purusha prakriti stoi bhante pakdijan gunan karanam guna sangasya sadasad yoni janmasu. He is an imitation enjoyer whose enjoyment is always punctuated with suffering. His Grace Radheshyam gives a brilliant example of having a sweet rice mixed with stone particles or sand particles. So there is sweet in this world also, but that sweet is mixed with sand particles, stone particles. Then that sweet doesn't give any enjoyment. It is more pain producing because there's a lot of expectation. We have huge expectation that we'll enjoy this tasty sweet, but उसके बीच में क्या आ जाता है? पत्थर आ जाते हैं, कंकड़ आ जाता है. I request all online participants to turn on your videos. Please turn it on. Hurry. No matter which part of the world you are, please turn on your videos. It's all right. No problem. It will inspire. We have international audience who are listening to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta. So that was the discussion, how Krishna is Rasika Shekhar. Now we are going ahead in this particular section that although Krishna is Rasika Shekhar and he enjoyed wonderful pastimes on the earth for how many years? Not just few years, but 125 years. But despite Krishna enjoying this wonderful pastime for 125 years, still there are three agendas which remain unfulfilled. तीन चीजें भगवान नहीं कर पाए. It was not possible. So even Krishna failed apparently to perform three tasks. तीन tasks रह गए भगवान के apparently. Apparent failure. Of course, these tasks are going to be displayed in a much more sweeter fashion, and that is the reason that Krishna doesn't deliberately do this. But yes, भगवान के तीन objective रह गए. He could not fulfill these three pastimes. And what are those three things which Krishna could not do? That is the subject matter of discussion of this entire chapter. और ये तीन reasons समझने से पहले, it was very important that we all undergo the experience of understanding Krishna Tattva and Radha Tattva. Only then we can understand Mahaprabhu's Tattva. So this till now what we studied, the 118 shlokas, 120 shlokas we have completed in this fourth chapter, they are nothing but a prelude or an introduction or a preparation for us to understand Krishna's those three desires. So let us see how many desires we are able to complete today. I have desire to complete 2 desire, but what is Krishna's desire? That only he knows. So this desire of Krishna is presented in a dialogue, monologue format. You know what is monologue? Dialogue दो लोगों के बीच में होता है. That's a dialogue. What is monologue? Person who is talking to oneself. अपने आप से बात कर रहा है. Of course, अपने आप से बात नहीं कर रहा है, अपने आप सोच रहा है. We all have monologues, right? लेकिन बात भी कर रहे हैं तो और भी अच्छा है. The audience will also get to know. So this particular section explains the monologue of Krishna. And that is why Chaitanya Charitamrta is called the mind of Krishna, because Krishna is opening up his mind, he's opening up his heart, and he's speaking to all of us. So this section is the mind of Krishna. So voice is clear. Maybe your internet connection is not good. Hare Krishna. Are you all able to see me and hear me clearly? Everyone has given me a thumbs up and 5-star rating. So my dear Prabhu, who has put this in the chat, please check your internet connection. हमेशा जरूरी नहीं है कि there's something wrong only from other person. Krishna आपने क्यों किया? No. It may be that हमने कुछ ऐसा किया जिसकी वजह से कृष्ण को ऐसा करना पड़ा. Right? Thank you. So we're moving ahead with Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta. You all can remove. We'll recite shlokas together. Aadi Lila, chapter 4, shloka number 120. 120. Let's read. 121. 120 we finished. So 120, 119 said that 3 desires of Krishna, although he enjoyed so much in this material world, in Bhuloka Vrindavan, the 3 desires remain unfulfilled. So what are those 3 desires? First, let us see first. Tahara prathama vancha kariye vyakhyana Krishna kahe ami hai rasera nidana. So Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is telling that Tahara prathama vancha, is Krishna's first unfulfilled desire, kariye vyakhyana. I'm going to describe in detail. So from 121 to 137, yes, for the next 17 shlokas, he's going to elaborate, not just say, he will elaborate and describe in detail what is that Krishna's first desire. Krishna kahe. Now Krishna is starting to say, this is the Krishna's internal dialogue. So he's speaking to himself. Krishna kahe, ami hai rasera nidan. I am actually rasera nidana. Nidana means the source. Yes, I am the source or the cause of all rasas. So we know 5 primary rasas, 7 secondary rasas. Jitne bhi ras hai, whatever juices are available that you have heard of, that you have not heard of, Krishna says, Rasera Nidan, I am the source of all these wonderful juices. Okay, going on, next. So Krishna is now discussing his own Swarupa. What is my own nature? Main kaun hu? Can you imagine? Shastras describe, yesterday in the Bhagavad Gita class we were describing that Krishna, Rik Sama Yajur, gives the knowledge about Krishna. But after reading that, what kind of knowledge you will get? That we were discussing in yesterday's shloka, 9th chapter, 18th shloka. Yes, that how Krishna is the very Gati, Krishna is Bharta, and etc. So many things. So now here Krishna himself is talking about his internal aspects, not just his official position. Yes, the Vedas, the Upanishad, they talk about Krishna's official position as he is the generator, operator, destroyer. God matlab G-O-D, generator, operator, destroyer. But no, he is talking about his inner characteristics in Chaitanya Charitamrta. What is his inner nature? Purnanandamaya ami chinmaya purna tattva radhikara premyama karaya unmata. See, who am I? Purnanandamaya. Which means when it comes to Anand, I always get 100 out of 100. ऐसे नहीं कि sometimes we look at, please turn on your videos. I want to see all of you also. So I will see your face and determine. Face is the index of mind. कौन कितना happy है? Yes. Are devotees happy with my service? Or devotees are sleepy with my service? So I want to see that. देखते हैं. So if Krishna's Ananda is there, Krishna's Ananda is always full. Sometimes here in this world we have experience of telling, मुझे आज थोड़ा आप उदास दिख रहे हैं, क्या हो गया? What happened? नहीं नहीं प्रभु जी, nothing. नहीं, आप हमें बता सकते हैं. You can tell, don't worry. नहीं नहीं नहीं, कुछ नहीं प्रभु जी, हम किसी को नहीं बताएंगे. So we try to tell that. Right? I don't tell anyone. Please tell me. So not clear, no voice. No voice. Okay. Voice is clear. The moment voice becomes unclear or voice is not there, all of you together attack. सब एक साथ बोलो, no, 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 प्रभु जी, ऐसा वीडियो दिखाओ. Then I will get to know that truth is coming. Otherwise, there is a problem with your connection, not my connection. So Krishna is analyzing, I am always happy. In fact, I am in bliss. Purnanandamaya Ami. I am always in bliss. Chinmaya. I am made. I'm complete with full of happiness and truth. Chitmaya. Chit is Sat Chit Anand. We say na. What is Chit? Full of knowledge. Yes, Sat Chit Anand. Sat means eternal. Chit means knowledge, and Anand means bliss. So I am also full of knowledge. I am full of bliss. I am full of knowledge, and that is why I am Purna Tattva, complete human. But I am not able to understand one thing. Full of knowledge. I am not able to understand one thing. What is that? Radhikara preme ama karaya unmata. Radhika's love, it causes me to become mad. Mad. That means my ananding, although I am full, it increases more. I become mad. जो full है, वो और full कैसे हो सकता? Sometimes you have seen, ना? You are giving prasad. प्रभु जी, full हो गया. प्रभु really full. आपने कितना खिलाया हमको? I am already full. But full होने के बाद भी थोड़ा persist करेंगे प्रभु जी, थोड़ा. Please. एक और रोटी और पनीर, एक और प्लीज. नहीं, हम रियली फुल. ठीक है, आधा रोटी. नहीं प्लीज. ठीक है, थोड़ा खीर तो ले लीजिए. नहीं, ठीक है, एक पकोड़ा. ठीक है, आपके लिए एक पकोड़ा. टिल नाउ दैट पर्सन वाज फुल. फिर एक पकोड़ा कैसे गया? टेल मी. दैट इज आउट ऑफ लव और आउट ऑफ फोर्स, व्हाट एवर यू कॉल इट. फोर्स करके उसको खिला रहे हैं. So that fellow is telling, genuinely is telling, I am full. एक और अंदर जाएगा तो पूरा सब बाहर आ जाएगा प्रभु जी. But still, the person is persisting. नहीं. Yes, the person is persisting that please take, लीजिए. 3-4 बार फिर ठीक है, आपके लिए ले लेते हैं. वो आपके लिए ले लेते हैं. So that is how. So Krishna is full, but Radharani's love makes Krishna all the more full. So what is that fullness? And what is so special in Radharani's love? I am full in Anand, but full से भी ज्यादा कुछ होता है. 100 से ज्यादा मिलता है क्या? Now suppose a student comes and tells, how many marks did you get? 105 out of 100. So what will you think about that fellow? हमको पागल बना रहे या फिर खुद पागल है? That's what we will think. Because 100 out of कितना ला सकते हैं? 100 ही ला सकते हैं. 105 थोड़ी ला सकते हैं. 100 से ज्यादा थोड़ी मिलेगा. Correct? So this is something, अरे तू पागल है या फिर मुझे पागल बना? So full से ज्यादा कैसे हो सकता है कुछ? I am already full, but she makes me mad. Beyond full. How is that? I am not able to understand with my full knowledge also. With my full knowledge also, I am not able to understand that already मेरा जो full love है वो कैसे और full हो जाता है. Not able to understand. आप लोग, you are able to understand? अरे Krishna is not able to understand. How you are able to understand? Hare Krishna. Well, we can only understand one thing. Please understand of this understanding that you cannot understand. Understood? Hey, understand कर सकते हैं हम लोग. That's the only thing we can understand. Next. So now here there is going to be analysis. So first thing, this analysis of Radharani's love. Krishna is analyzing. So analysis is first thing मेरे को पागल कर देती है. I go mad. Number 2, going on. न जाने राधार प्रेमे आचे कत बला, ये बले हमारे करे सर्वदा विह्वला. I want to know in number of units. So sometimes you want to know in units. प्रभु यहाँ से जो है इस्कॉन निगरी टेम्पल कहाँ कैसे पड़ेगा? तो यहाँ से इस्कॉन निगरी टेम्पल बहुत दूर है. कितना दूर? बहुत दूर. अरे लेकिन कुछ यूनिट तो होगा, मेजरमेंट किलोमीटर में, कितना दूर है प्रभु जी, थोड़ा किलोमीटर में बताइए, माइल्स में बताइए, या फिर किलोमीटर तो नहीं पता, अरे किलोमीटर नहीं पता तो कितना टाइम लगता है बताओ। हाँ वो तकरीबन कुछ 1.5-2 घंटा लगेगा, ओके ठीक है, वी गेट सम आइडिया। तो सिमिलरली कृष्णा इज ऑल्सो ट्राइंग टू मेजर द मैग्नीट्यूड of Radharani's love. He's want to calculate in terms of the strength. Na jani, I am not, see, Krishna is Sarvagnya, he doesn't know. Na jani Radhara premi ache katabal. I don't know how much magnitude of strength is there in the love of Srimati Radharani. But one thing is sure, ye bale amara kare sarvada vivala. I become completely overwhelmed. I become completely overwhelmed. मतलब दूर मतलब काफी टाइम लगेगा. For example, suddenly you come to know that your spiritual master is going to give Bhagavatam class in Nigri temple. What you will develop desire to go. You may not know the distance, but one thing is for sure, जाने तक class खत्म हो जाएगा. That's for sure. You know that much, but you don't know how much time it takes or that. मुझे लगता है जाने दूर दूर जाने तक class खत्म हो जाएगा. So similarly, Krishna doesn't know the magnitude of love of Radharani. He's not able to estimate, but he knows one thing, that I am finished. मैं तो फिनिश हो जाता हूँ, इतना है पता नहीं, लेकिन मैं फिनिश्ड हो जाऊंगा. So now going ahead, if you see, this is a verse that is talking about now how Radharani's love is affecting Krishna further ahead. Radhikara prema guru ami shishya nata sada amanana nritye nachaya udbhata. Okay. So here, many times we say Radharani teaches Krishna flute. Radharani teaches Krishna singing. So Radharani will sing. Okay, I will teach you one rag. Okay. Sa de ga गाओ. Krishna will say मैं गाता हूँ. सा de ga. ऐसे नहीं, थोड़ा और सुर और पकड़ो. So सा de ga. Krishna says सा de ga. Hey, ठीक से नहीं गा रहे हो तुम. ओके, फिर से ट्राई करो, दिल से कोशिश करो. लंबी सांस लो, लंबी सांस. यस, लंबी सांस लो. उसके बाद अभी गाओ मेरे पीछे. सा रे गा. एंड कृष्णा में सा रे गा. एंड राधारानी विल अंडरस्टैंड दिस फुल जानबूझ के कर रही है. He wants to spend more time with me. That is why he is not learning properly. Rascal, she will say like that. She will scold. जाओ मैं नहीं सिखाऊंगी. She will go. नहीं मैं गाता हूँ ठीक से. So that way Radharani teaches Krishna many things. She teaches Krishna singing, she teaches Krishna flute. But here, Krishna is not calling Radha as his guru. Radhikara prema guru ami. So Radharani's love is my teacher, guru. Whom will you accept as guru? Somebody who is better than us. Somebody is better than us in philosophy, then we will accept that person as our guru of philosophy. Somebody is better than us at management, you may accept that person as guru in management. Somebody is better than us in bhakti, way better than us, then we accept that person as a guru, their person. So now Krishna is telling Radharani's love is better than me. Mere se acha hai, much better than me. And ami shishya. I am nothing but her nata shishya. Nata shishya means dancing disciple. Yes, a disciple should know how to dance as per the order of Guru. Even when Prabhupada went in Jaladuta, 38 days of voyage to Boston, and he arrived at Boston Harbor, he was writing this Markine Bhagavad Dharma. So what did he say? Nachao, nachao Prabhu, nachao seimate. So however you want, you have brought me here. I don't know Krishna, why have you brought me here to this horrible place? But now since you have brought me here, make me dance, make me dance, make me dance. मुझे नचाओ. 70 साल के व्यक्ति को नाचने के लिए बुलाया आपने. So that's what. So one should be a nata shishya. That's what Shastras say. Willing to dance as per the instruction of one spiritual master. Spiritual master makes you dance, you should dance. And Prabhupada would do that. Prabhupada would come. And how Prabhupada had such an influence, you see. Prabhupada would come to the room. He would do Aarti. When he would be doing Aarti, there's a video also on this. Then all disciples will also be singing. And Prabhupada will be doing the Aarti in a very absorbed way with tears in his eyes. We can see that. And then, after that, Kirtan would go on. Prabhupada would say, Kirtan karo. Then everyone, Kirtan, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Disciples were doing it, enthusiastic Kirtan. And then what Prabhupada would do? Prabhupada would do like this. Then disciples will jump. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then what Prabhupada would do? Prabhupada would raise both his hands. And when Prabhupada raises hands, everybody will raise hands and jump even more. And then Prabhupada would go in the front and he himself would jump. Then the disciples would jump, 10, 12, 13 feet. You can see. Everyone goes mad. Child, we also dancing. Mataji is there also jumping. Prabhuji is too jumping. Sannyasis with dandas are jumping in air when Prabhupada jumps. So in different manner, Prabhupada made not just his disciples dance in Kirtan, but dance according to his wonderful instructions. That is the influence, power of Guru. Guru means heavy. Yes. He would give an instruction and the disciple would follow. He made 3 young couples with 6 years of Krishna conscious experience to go and preach in London, and they went and started a center. He made them dance. Now, where did they stay? They stayed in pipe. No pipe rehta na, uske andar rahe. Can you imagine? With a small girl. They stayed there. That is, Guru is making us dance. And after that, what a preaching they did. The newspaper report said Hare Krishna started in London. London ko hila diya Hare Krishna movement ne. And then Grihasthas, they're preaching. Some brahmacharis joined ashram. Grihastha ne brahmachari banaya. Can you imagine? And some brahmacharis joined the ashram. And they wanted to give report to Prabhupada. The report matlab email, WhatsApp, kuch nahi. Zoom calls, Zoom pe milte hain, no? The way to report was to call, phone call. That was costly, very costly those days. So they somehow collected funds and they called up Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, we have done preaching. We met George Harrison. We made a center. And now 4 brahmacharis have also joined. And what was Prabhupada's reply? Do they make chapatis? Matlab Prabhupada ne level aur upar kar diya. You said you joined, brahmacharis are joined, but are they making chapatis? Are they making chapati? Chapati banana aana chahiye brahmachari ko. That's the first service given in our temple also. Are they making chapati? So Prabhupada would always raise the bar. Yes, he would always raise the bar. Tamal Krishna Maharaj would come and give the donation score. He would say double it. Next time, double it. Arey, aur naachna padega. Already naach ke itna aaya. Double it. That's how Prabhupada made everyone dance. So Radha's love is making Krishna dance, and Sada ama nana nitya nachaye udbhata. Yes, and this prema causes me to perform different kinds of novel dances. That's what happens. Sada, always. So now this is a shloka from Govinda Lilamrit, very esoteric literature. Asma vrinde priya sakhi hare padamula tutosau kundaranye kimah gurudev nitya shiksha guruka tamman murti patittarulata dikvidikshu spuranti sailo shiva dramati parito nartayanti swapaschat. So what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is doing, he has poetically described his Bengali version that Radharani's love is Guru of Krishna, and he is just substantiating the same thing. Yes, same thing of in Govinda Lilamrit, the conversation. Yes. So there's a discussion which is going on between Purnamasi and Vrinda Devi. This is that conversation. I think it's Purnamasi, almost, because that is the same section. So it is said, so Purnamasi, what she is saying, hey Vrinda Devi, my dear friend, kahan se aa rahi ho? Where are you coming from? So that time, Vrinda Devi says, I am coming from the lotus feet of Sri Hari. Correct, Tulsi? She recites as that. But in other way also, she's coming from the lotus feet of Hari. Hari? Where is Hari? Kidhar hai? So Hari, he is always there on the banks of Shri Shri Radha Kund. That is very dear. Radha Kund mein? Radha Kund mein kya kar raha hai wo? What is he doing there? Radha Kund mein, he is learning dancing. Yes. And dancing, then dancing, learning. You said he is learning dancing. Learning dancing means from whom? Just like you say, what are you doing? I'm learning Sanskrit. Acha, kinse sikh rahe ho? I'm learning astrology. Okay, from whom you are learning? Yes, I'm doing Bhakti Shastri. Under whom you are doing? Correct, we'll ask, na? That same thing. ऐसे नहीं कि भक्ति शास्त्री में तो खुद से कर रहे. It's a course to be done under teacher. So similarly, who is your master? किसके under कर रहे हैं? Oh, so the master is Radharani. Yes, in every creeper, in every tree, he's seeing the image of the master everywhere. Yes, and thus through Radharani's image, he's learning. He's seeing everywhere, and everywhere he's seeing Radha. Just as Radharani sees Krishna everywhere. Radharani's one quality is Krishnamayi. Devi Krishnamayi Prokta. She's seeing Krishna everywhere. Even she closes her eyes, she will see Krishna. So Krishna is Radhamayi. Yes, it's a conversation, sorry to say, it is not between Vrinda Devi and Purnamasi, it's between Vrinda Devi and Radharani. I'll find out. Mostly it's under with Radharani. Because finally, she says here that Twan Murti. She's saying Twan Murti, Aapki Pratima. So it's Radharani, not Purnamasi. Twan Murti Prati Taru, Latam, Dig Vigdishuku. So in all directions, whether it be trees, it be creepers, everywhere, Spuranti, Tvam Murti. He's able to see Radharani dancing. So okay, creeper moves like this. Now when air blows, the creeper moves like this. So Krishna says, oh, Radharani, nice move, I'll copy that. He's trying to copy the move of Radharani. The trees move like this when the wind blows. Right? So that time, oh, this is a nice move. मैं इसको करता हूँ. So Krishna is seeing Radharani, not the tree. And he's seeing her as dancing. वैसा करके वो सीख रहे. This is how he learns dancing. Singing, I told you. अभी dancing हम लोग देख लिया how भगवान learns dancing. Next look. निज प्रेमा स्वादे मोर हय अहला ahahate koti guna radha prema swad. So now here Krishna understood one thing. Says nija prema swade. When I am tasting the love of Radharani, yes, nija prema swade mora haya ahlad. I get particular very great pleasure. It's called ahlad. Ahlad means great bliss. I get very, very great bliss. That's called ahlad. But taha hote koti guna radha prema swad. Same love when she tastes. Yes, when same love she tastes, what is happening? She is tasting 10 koti guna hai. That means crores, 10 million times. That much time she is experiencing love. Aisa kaisa? How is this happening? I'm not able to understand this. When I'm tasting her love, I'm getting this much bliss. She's tasting love, that time she gets much, much more bliss than me. Aisa kaise ho gaya? How is this possible? I'm not able to understand this. So Krishna is also bewildered by this. Can you imagine? Bhagwan bhi bewildered hote hain Radha ke prem se. Of course, there must be something that bewilders Krishna also. अमियाचे परस्पर विरुद्ध धर्माशय राधा प्रेम तैचे सदा विरुद्ध धर्ममय. So it's here. So Krishna is saying, Ami aiche paraspara viruddha dharmashaya. I have a lot of contradictory aspects. It is there. We study Ishopanishad. We'll see contradictory aspects. It said that tad ejati, tanne jati. So God moves, he doesn't move. Tad dure, tadavantike. He's far, he's near. Tadu sarvasyasya sarvasya tadantarasya bhayasah. He's under and he's bahar also. Everywhere he's there. Bapre. How contradictory? He's near, he's far also. तुम किधर हो? हाँ, मैं आ गया, पास में ही हूँ. तुम किधर हो? मैं दूर हूँ. ऐसे बड़े दूर या पास? सही में बताओ क्या है? दूर पास is with a reference point, but Krishna is absolute truth. So he is near, he is far, he moves, he doesn't move. He's inside, he's outside, everything is correct when it comes to Krishna. So he is a viruddha dharmashraya. He is an abode of all varieties of contradictions. Similarly, Radha preme taiche sada viruddha dharmamaya. Similarly, Radha's love is also full of similar contradictions. You're going to see that. Her love is also contradictory in nature. But yeah, a person in this world who contradicts himself, you know what he is called? It's called this fellow as bipolar. कुछ टाइम पहले कुछ बोल रहा था, अभी कुछ और बोल रहा है. और people में से ये split personality disorder. Yes, अभी कुछ कहा, तुरंत जाके कुछ decision change कर दिया. What is this? You're bipolar? You're split personality? What is it? What do you have? On the other hand, this is the perfection. This kind of contradiction is the perfection in all characteristics of Krishna. There's a question on the chat. While in material world, did Radharani remember her identity? Oh, imagine that happens. It will be fully water on the big rasa. Imagine Sita and Ram. They knew it. It is said in the gardens when Sita and Ram first glanced, they could not, remove their eye contact from each other. They couldn't take off their eyes from each other. Or imagine, so Ram says, actually, hey, Sita, पता है तुम लक्ष्मी हो, मैं नारायण हूँ. हाँ, पता है ना. I know it very well. हम लोग वैकुंठ धाम से आए ना. हाँ, करेक्ट. बहुत टाइम हो गया आपको देख के. 6 साल आपसे विरह में रही. हाँ, 6 साल. Yes, 5 महीने और 3 दिन, 2 घंटे, and he's telling the exact count. There is no rasa there. So in order for the rasa to expand, there is a newness in their romance. And that is why Radharani knows her identity, but that knowledge is covered over by Yogmaya Shakti. So that the rasa is even sweeter. Yes, even sweeter. Next. यहाँ वही गुरु वस्तु नहीं सुनिश्चिता तथापि गुरुर धर्म गौरव वर्जिता. Hari Hari. He's saying यहाँ वही गुरु वस्तु is Radha's prem. Nahi sunischita. Please understand there is nothing greater than Radharani's love. Yes, that is the highest tattva. In fact, Krishna is Parama tattva, but now he is telling Radharani's love is actually Param tattva. मैं नहीं हूँ. And tathapi gurura dharma gaurava varjita. Please understand. Why? Why is this great? It's great because there is not even a single tinge of pride in the love that Radharani has for Krishna. Ek zara matra bhi garv nahi. Yes? So I was just giving a Bhagavatam class in Kunj Bihari. So the class was on 3 gunas. How Krishna is Gunadhisha and we are all Gunatita. Yes? So Krishna is Gunatit, we are Gunadhish. We are under gunas. Krishna is beyond gunas. Yes? So how exactly to go beyond 3 gunas? By listening to Krishna's gunas. So Krishna is called as Gunavan. Is Saushalyata. We're discussing that from Ramayana commentary of Acharyas. So Gunavan. So there the guna is mentioned. Guna is something that is appreciated by everyone. And number 2, guna is that quality which one possesses, which makes one very, very attractive, yet one does not have pride about it. That is the real guna. The moment somebody has pride of something, even pauper is proud of his penny, I was explaining the other day. So the pride in possessing a quality is not a guna, it's a dosh. The moment you have something, good, but you have pride associated with it, it is dosh, it is no more a guna. Yeah, false pride, that is the nature of false pride. It can turn guna into dosh, biggest dosh. So you have to be careful. That's what Krishna, even Narayan, Lord Narayan says to Durvasa Muni. When Durvasa Muni comes, he gives good instructions also. Before telling him that Jao Ambarish ke paas, he tells him good instructions. And one of the instructions he gives is that if somebody may have learning, somebody may have tejas, somebody may have purity, somebody may have many qualities, 12 qualities of Brahmana. But if that person does not exhibit gentlemanly behavior because of false pride, then all these things are going to drown you into the pool of material existence much faster. It is like somebody is drowning. Arey, bachao, bachao. You go and keep a heavy mukut, heavy helmet full of, studded with diamond-studded neck helmet, which is made of gold. You go and put on that fellow's head. What will happen? He'll drown faster. Or jaldi doob jayega. That's what is all these gunas if you have this false pride. So the greatest qualities Radharani's love does not have. Gaurava Varjita. There is absolutely no false pride. So what is how the Radhikashtakam starts? Kumkumakta kanchanaja Garvahari Gaurava. Garvahari Gaurava. Kumkumakta kanchanabja. Garvahari Gaurava. So Garvahari, गर्व निकाल देता है राधा रानी का जो भी है, her qualities, her beauty, her characteristics. Garvahari here, her Kumkumakta Kanchanabja. Garvahari Gaurava. There is a golden lotus and there is Radharani present there. Her hue of her color will finish the false pride of the Lord. Lotus may think, oh, I'm so beautiful, I'm so attractive, you see. But Radharani's beauty will finish all the pride, false pride of, yes, the lotus. So Radharani's devotion, it finishes off all the false pride of all the goddesses. Vishwavanda Yauvatapi Vanditapi Yarama, right from Lakshmi. So like that. So Radharani ke presence mein pride chala jayega. That's what the entire Radhika Ashtakam, one thing I learned. You want to become prideless, just hear about Radharani or go to Radharani and pray. Saab chala jayega. Jitna bhi garv hai kisi cheez ke bare mein. Because she is the best at everything. Har ek cheez mein best. When you are proud, pride hurt. You are proud. When you become proud, when you think I'm the best at this. Is cheez mein मैं best हूँ. But somebody who comes who's bestest, there's nothing but bestest, of course. Somebody is better than you. Then your false pride is finished. It's gone. So Radharani is the best at everything. Yes. So that is, but her love is devoid of, she doesn't have any false pride, although she is best at everything. Next. So this is shloka number 131, which comes from Danagati Kumudi, that literature. Vibhurrapi kalayan sadha vivruddham gururapi gauravagacharyaya vihina muhurupachita vikrama vakrima pashuddho jayati muradvishi radhikanugraga. Hari Hari. So this is substantiating that Radharani's love is without any false pride. That is substantiated. So what is mentioned here? So this particular aspect that is mentioned here from Danakeli Kumud, it says about three things. क्योंकि हमने पढ़ा था कि Krishna's nature is full of contradictions. And Radharani's love is also full of contradictions. What are those contradictions? Number one, the first contradiction is Radharani's Vibhur api kalayan sadha abhivruddham. Radharani's love is Vibhu. It's all pervading. Har jagah hai. The entire creation is made of love. It's everywhere. Radharani's creation is everywhere. Okay, we skip one verse. We'll go through that and come back to this discussion. Yaha haite sunirmala dvitiya nahi ara tathapi sarvada vamya vakra vyavahara. See, yaha haite sunirmala dvitiya nahi ara. See, there is nothing second. There is nothing like Radharani's love. Aisa dusra kuch milega nahi. And sunirmala, it's pure. There is absolutely no tinge of impurity. Tathapi sarvada vamya vakra vyavahara. Yes. So, but still, we need to understand that the kind, although it is pure, there is perversion also in that. There's some kind of perversion, although it is pure, in this kind of love. Perverted, something perverted means impure. That is the experience of this world. But in spiritual world, there are perversions. Yes, there's vakra. There is vamya vakra vyavahar, crooked behavior, cunning behavior, or it's not cunning actually, it's crooked and little perverted behavior. But that is also very pure. So now what are those contradictions? They are listed. So first thing is Vibhur api. Radharani's love is expanded everywhere, but still Kalayan sada abhivruddham. Every now and then it's expanding. Har jagah hai. So how is it expanding? How? That's the contradiction, number one. Number two, Guru rapi gaurava charyaya vihina. Gurur api. It's the best, but there is no pride. Number 3, muhur upachita vakrimapa shuddho. Yes, there is, if you see, this is the purest, shuddho. But still, it is mentioned here that vakrimapi. Vakrimapi means there is duplicity. So these are the 3 contradictions. What are the 3 contradictions in Radharani's love? Number 1, it is all pervading but still expanding. Number 2, it is best but there is no pride. हमेशा इस दुनिया में जो भी बेस्ट है उसको एक प्राइड आता ही, it comes. So best, who thinks is best will become proud. Who thinks he is the lowest will remain humble. Best, so the moment you think I'm best, you're proud. I'm the best at this. I'm really the best. मेरे से अच्छा कोई नहीं है. Fine. Then you're proud. But although she's the best, the love is the best, still there is absolutely no pride. And number 3, there is the purest, but still there is some kind of perversion. So these are the 3 contradictory natures of Radharani's love. So now there is a concept which is introduced. This concept is there always. There is a Ashraya Tattva, yes, and there is Vishaya Tattva. That will be explained. Sei premara Shri Radhika Parama Ashraya, Sei premara Amihai Kevala Vishaya. See, Krishna is telling everything is wrong. अब तक जो सिखाया सब गलत सिखाया आपको. If you read the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 10 subjects of Bhagavatam. Atra Sarga Visargascha Sthanam Posanam Utraya Manvantri Ishanukata Nirodha Muktir Ashraya. So the Bhagavatam you read, the entire Bhagavatam, you will understand what is your normal understanding is Krishna is Ashraya Tattva. And everything else is Ashrita Tattva, is taking shelter of Krishna. But here, what is Krishna telling? Here Krishna is changing the philosophy. Of course, Bhagavan chahte to change kar sakte hain. Yes, ultimately every philosophy is centered around Krishna. So Krishna wants, he can change. So Krishna is changing the whole philosophy and saying, I am not Ashraya. Ashraya is Radharani's love. Radhera prema, Radhera prema. This is the Ashraya and I am only Vishaya. That's what he's saying. Moving on. Vishaya Jatiya Sukha Amara Aswada Amahite Koti Guna Ashrera Ahlada. So Krishna is telling here, Vishaya Jatiya Sukha Amara Aswada. Many people, right, are offering different varieties. That is, Krishna is tasting love of many devotees, a love of basically bhaktas. So bhaktas are loving Krishna and amara aswada. I taste all of that love myself. But amahite koti guna ashrera allada. But still, Srimati Radharani, her pleasure is koti guna, crore times more, crore guna zyada hai. So now here, Ashraya Jatiya Sukha Paite Manadhaya Yatne Aswadite Nari Ki Kare Upaya. So what is Krishna telling here? Krishna is telling in shloka number 133. He's telling that I taste only those objects. मैं किसको? विषय जातीय सुख आमारा आस्वाद. Yes, I taste those objects with where there is love. And this Krishna tells, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upratam ashnami priyatatma. Because bhakti is there, because love is there, I will taste that. I taste the love. But ama haite koti guna ashrera alad. But Radharani who tastes me, she is getting more pleasure. देखा, कंपेयरिंग टेंडेंसी कृष्णा में भी है. Next. आश्रय जातीय सुख पाइते मन ध्याय यत्ने आस्वादिते नारी की करी उपाय. Hare Krishna. So here Krishna is telling that with although my best of efforts, I am trying my best. देखा ये एक चीज है जो कृष्ण भी नहीं कर पा रहे. What is Krishna doing? Krishna is saying, I am not able to taste the pleasure that Radharani is able to taste even after trying my best effort. How can I taste it? मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ? मुझसे नहीं हो रहा. I am not able to experience that. Got it, na? I am not able to taste the love that Radharani is tasting. I am not able to taste that pleasure. I am not able to taste that. तो क्या करूँ मैं? What should I do? So now Krishna is coming up with a solution in a few shlokas, and we are going to conclude. In the 3 shlokas, Krishna's conclusion will come, and the first objective of Krishna, that which he could not achieve as Krishna, that is going to be discussed. कभू यदि प्रेमार भय आश्रय तबे प्रेमानंदेर अनुभव होय. Okay, that means what I should do? I should become Ashraya. That is the only way in which I can understand. See, अगर कैसे भी करके मैं आश्रय हो गया, if I become Ashraya, that is Radharani's love, or I become Radharani, then I may be able to taste this bliss. ऐसा भगवान सोचते हैं. Sometimes there is a temple president of a temple, and people think temple president मतलब अरे वाह, president महाप्रसाद उसका, decisions उसके, problems भी उनके, वो भी सोचना चाहिए ना. So sometimes some devotees go, Prabhu ji, you are president. Wow, amazing. Please exchange. If you want, you can exchange the position. You become president, I will become resident. I want some peace for some. थोड़ी देर के लिए शांति चाहिए थोड़ी मेरे को. आप बन जाइए president. हम थोड़ा resident बन के थोड़ा rest लेते हैं. Right? So here, now Krishna is also saying, what if I can exchange that position? भगवान दास बन सकते क्या technically? Can Bhagwan become das? No. He is Bhagwan. But अगर मैं बन सकता, if I can become that, then I may be able to taste. So then, 136. इत्य चिंति रहे कृष्ण परम कौतुकी हृदय बाढ़ये प्रेम लोभ धक्का की. So हृदय क्या कर रहा है? धक धक कर रहा है. Heart is beating, palpitating. हृदय बाढ़ये प्रेम लोभ धक्का. So here if you see Krishna's eagerness to increase the love in the heart, यही चिंते रहे कृष्ण परम कौतुकी. So Krishna remained curious like this. He was thinking like this. मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि शायद मैं भी, I want to do this. परम कौतुक, मुझे कौतुक हो रहा है. I'm feeling this curiosity, and I want to increase the love in my heart to crore million, this thing crore times, koti times, 10 million times. मुझे भी बढ़ाना है. So like this he remained thinking. Okay, so this was one of Krishna's unfulfilled desire, to Radha Prema Mahima, to taste that magnitude of Radharani's love. That was Krishna's first unfulfilled objective. He could not. She always surpasses. So last concluding verse for this section. स्वमाधुर्य देखी कृष्ण करे न विचार. ठीक है? So please understand that eka, this is one reason over. Shuna ar. Now listen to one more reason. That is lobhera prakar swamadhurya dekhi. Now Krishna saw his own beauty. So madhurya dekhi. He saw his own beauty. He saw his own sweetness. And Krishna karena vichar. After looking at Krishna's sweetness, he started to think. So now first time he saw Radharani's love and started to think. And his thoughts are mentioned in those slokas. So now Krishna is going to think about his own sweetness. Yes, people say, you are so sweet. तो सब लोग कृष्णा को जाके ही बोलते होंगे, यू आर सो स्वीट, सो स्वीट, सो स्वीट. अरे क्या स्वीट? आई एम सो स्वीट. Now, for example, people tell gulab jamun, you are so sweet. But can gulab jamun taste a gulab jamun? गुलाब जामुन, अरे सब लोग मेरे को टेस्ट वर्ड स्वीट बोलते हैं, लेकिन मैं कभी खाया नहीं गुलाब जामुन. आई नेवर टेस्टेड अ गुलाब जामुन. सो कृष्णा ऑल्सो, एवरीवन सेज कृष्णा यू आर सो स्वीट, योर होली नेम इज सो स्वीट, योर फॉर्म इज सो स्वीट, योर अबोर्ड इज सो स्वीट, एवरीथिंग इज सो स्वीट. अरे क्या है वो स्वीट? कृष्णा डजंट नो व्हाट इज दैट स्वीटनेस. So he's wanting to experience that. And with that desire, he's going to think ahead, which we'll see in our next discussion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrta ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, समस्त गौर भक्त वृंद की, Thy Gaur Premanandi, Hare Hare.